Alright, what's going on? BSG bringing you another Grand Cross video. Now, I've been hearing a lot of discussion about this banner, and there's a couple of people with mixed feelings about it. Some people are saying it's bad, some people are saying it's good. There are some people that are just in between. I really think this is the best banner that Grand Cross has ever done. And the only exception might be the Fever banner that they did back when Purgatory Bond came out, because that banner was really elite. That was a really good banner. But this, just for like regular premium banners, this is probably the best banner that has ever dropped. And a lot of people are saying it's bad mainly because of some of the filler units, which I completely understand. But keep in mind that some of these filler units that are bad do not outweigh the really good filler units. But guys, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. At the time of recording this, I am at 5.7k subscribers. Really happy about that. Only 300 more subscribers to go to get to 6k, so help me out in reaching that goal. I would greatly appreciate it. So let's go ahead and let's just talk about the 3rd year anniversary banner. Alright, so starting off, we'll start off with the festival units, because I really think this is the strongest point of the banner. It has 6 festival units on the banner. 6 festival units that are really good. Not like it has Small Wings King, Kusak, even like Festival Zelda. No, it has some top tier meta festival units. It has Trader Melly, who is probably still the best unit in the game. Then it has Chad King, Margrasil, the One, Purgatory Bond. Like, this is a stacked banner for festival units. Really good banner. Now, if we just talk about chasing a specific unit, it is going to be a little difficult. Like, if you don't have Trader Meliodas, you shouldn't go into the festival banner thinking, oh, I might just get Trader Meli, you know, at 300 or something like that, because there are 6 festival units, and Elizabeth is rated up. So I believe her rate is she? I actually don't know what her rate is. I don't know if she's 0.5 or 0.25. I would assume she's 0.25. I'm gonna go ahead and log in on I'm actually going to log into the JP version, because I don't know what her rate is. That's crazy. But either way, she is rated up, and the rest of the festival units are not, right? I believe that these festival units have the same rate as the regular SSR filler banner units. So that is one thing to take into consideration. It is going to be a little bit harder, and I do not believe Trader Melly is in the coin shop for this anniversary, which is a big L, because I know a lot of people would have just really preferred for any festival dupes they have to actually just go ahead and purchase Trader Melly. He should be on, if not the next festival banner, the next one, because there's no way they're gonna go like 3 festival banners without him being in the shop. There's actually no way. So I truly believe that he will be on in the coin shop for the festival banner after this one. I think so. Again, if not the festival banner after this, then if it's on the next festival, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. So okay, so Elizabeth is at 0.25%. Wow. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's not terrible, because all the rest of the units are at 0.15%, so it's not the worst thing ever. But if she were at 0.5%, that'd have been crazy. Also, keep in mind, every unit on this banner you summon is at level 80. Right, level 80, besides Elizabeth, of course, right? But every other unit is level 80. You summon them fully awakened, not super awakened, fully awakened, level 80. So that's actually a really big thing that people might not you know, take into consideration when judging this banner. This banner has a lot of value for not only really like veteran players, but it has a lot of value for newer players. I would argue it has the most value for new players, not like beginners or returning. Brand new players will benefit from this the most, because having a festival like anniversary festival banner that has every single unit on here besides obviously the new one at level 80 fully awakened is such a W, not only for box CC but for constellation, and it just helps us to speed progression, because there are 26 units on this banner minus Elizabeth. That's 25 characters that are coming level 80 6-star awakened. That's really good. Like, that's actually insane. So when judging this banner, try to take into consideration and remember that every unit you're gonna get besides Elizabeth is coming level 80 fully awakened. Now it does suck because they have level 100 now and super awakening is a thing, but it's a good start. It's a really good start. So I think I ran it on long enough about the festival side of this banner. Now let's go ahead and let's just talk about the general SSR fillers. The general SSR fillers aren't bad. I think that there are a couple units in here that, you know, they didn't really need to be on here, but again, we voted for them, and whoever was in the top, what is this, like 15, 60, how many regular, hold on, let me count real quick. So we got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. Wow. I could have literally just subtracted I could have just did easier math. I could have just took this and then, you know, then adjusted from there, whatever. I could have did it much easier. But 20 units that are SSR filler that come level 80 fully awakened is really good. Again, this was a joint vote for all versions, so it's not like just one specific version outweighed, you know, another. They did take in the total votes for every single version and just added it together, and then I'm assuming the top 20 were, you know, like averaged out, right? Averaged out. When it comes down to, like, I would say Fighter Deanne and then like the rest, that's where the averages start to come out, because I know for a fact Global did not have like Captain Meliodas, like regular counter Meliodas, and as their top 20. I know that for a fact. They also, I don't believe, had who is this, Green King. I don't think they had Green King either. So I know for a fact they averaged out, which is fine, but they really didn't really need to be on the banner, to be completely honest, but they are, so it's nothing you can really do about it. Now, like I said, the filler units are actually really good. You got Green Sariel, Yermungar, and Magelda. These are very good units. Magelda and Yermungar are very good Demonic Beast Battle units. They will carry you in the Demonic Beast Battle, so if you're just starting and you get them, that's a really good start for Demonic Beast Battle, because keep in mind, veteran players, when the Demonic Beast battles first came out, didn't have them, so we had to go off of whatever units that we had in our box at the time. So you're getting a really good advantage by just being able to summon these units, so it's really nice that they're there, right? Sariel's just a really good PvP unit with Goddess clan members. I think that it's also a combination of, he used to be like exclusive until they added him to not race draw, until they added him to the general SSR pool. And I guess Race Draw, because I don't believe he was on Race Draw before the, was it the Tarmio update that they added him to? The Race Draw and General SSR pool? It might have been. But yeah, he was exclusive for a little bit, so it might be a combination of that. Many players didn't really get the chance to summon him because he came out after Trader Melly, so it could be that as well. Then we go to Escanor. Green Escanor, there's mixed feelings towards him. I don't think he's the worst unit ever, but I don't think he's necessarily like fantastic. At the start of the game, he will definitely be like a shining star for beginner players, right? Definitely, no doubt about that. Once you really start to grind up demon mats, you're doing Demonic Beast Battle, you know, you're going through all this extra pieces of content, you probably will see a decline of you using Escanor. I'll be real, right? His skills are not bad, but he has aged. Like, he's aged. He's basically beginning of the game unit, right? But not to say that he's horrible, he's just not necessarily that great either. But for beginner players, he's definitely going to shine, you know, if you pull him off this banner, especially because he comes level 80 fully awakened. Very good. So then we get to Brynhild, another Demonic Beast Battle killer. More so, I would say, probably for, I guess you could say Deer now, because Bird already has a pretty good setup, but you could use her in both. I know there's a lot of players that might not have the Bird setup of Magelda, Trader Melly, or Deanne, and the One, but you could use Brynhild in these if you don't have that setup, because Brynhild was made for the Bird, so she's going to absolutely destroy in there if you build her up. So keep that in mind as well. She also just got a Holy Relic, so very good Demonic Beast Battle unit. Red Sario definitely has fallen off for real. He's gonna be a good PvP or not PvE farmer for beginner players, even like mid players or mid game players. But like Sario himself isn't necessarily a unit I would call maybe like one of the best in the game anymore. He used to be, but I really think that his time has sort of passed. With the Holy Relic, he's a little better in PvE, but it's more based towards PvP. Sario is a very good unit, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't really think that he's like crazy or anything like that. He's definitely going to be good for beginners for farming, no doubt about that. He can carry you in story. He's also very useful for the Crimson Demon, the Howlix Demon with the 4 arms. He's very useful for that. You know, there's a couple places you will use him. You definitely use him more than Escanor, maybe, right? Because Sario just has a very good kit. But as far as like in-game content goes, no one really uses Sario too much. Maybe if you're doing Guild War, I guess, maybe, I don't know, Guild War like that, maybe Brawl, I have no idea. But he's definitely not bad. He's very good, just not a crazy unit anymore like he once was. So there's that. Then we got Scotty. Scotty's very good for the deer. She was pretty much made for the deer, and that's really all you're gonna use for, like, that's really all you're gonna use her for, to be honest with you. Just the demonic beast deer. You're not using her in PvP because there's not a debuff heavy meta besides Kyo. So if you run into Kyo, she's gonna absolutely demolish. But you don't run into Kyo, then you're not really like, you're not really gonna do much with her, unfortunately. Demon Melee, don't know why they picked Blue Demon Melee. He's not that good. He has a Pierce card, which is good for like farming, I guess, beginner farming, but it's way better farmers than him, way better. And then the one fatal flaw of Pierce is they only have like pretty much one really good card, and then the rest are just fodder, to be honest with you. His corrosion is not that crazy. Like, he's not really helping you out damage wise, and his Pierce, you lose a Pierce and you don't have any more attack. Like, that's it. So he's kind of ass, I'm not gonna lie. I wish he wasn't on the banner. I'm not a huge fan of Blue Demon Melee. Then we got Ragnarok Bond. Ragnarok Bond, I actually don't have him, so a lot of people probably voted for Bond because he wasn't necessarily a banner unit that you would summon for, even though he was a step up banner. I just think that a lot of people skipped him, which rightfully so. His banner sucked, but now that he's on this banner where there's a lot more value, you know, level 80 fully awakened and stuff like that, very good, very good to have on the banner. Sigurd is good. He just got a Holy Relic as well. I think he more so shines with Assault Melee, but you could run a few different comps with him. You could even use him on Bond's team potentially, but I don't think he's like, I don't know if he's like absolutely insane or like that. He is going on a year old, which is crazy to think about. For JP at least, maybe even global, he is reaching a year old, which is pretty crazy, right? That's actually pretty crazy to think about. Sigurd's going on a year old. Absolutely insanity. Excalibur Arthur, don't even really need to talk about him too much. Really good Bond unit, pretty much essential for the Bond team. That's it. Blue Tarmio, I do think the Red Tarmio is better in terms of the link. Is Red Tarmio just better overall? He might actually just be better than Blue Tarmio. Blue Tarmio is a very good tank. He helps with the stance team, and he's going to allow a lot more survivability, I feel like, than the Red Tarmio. But the Red Tarmio just has so much more like damage potential. He has a grace where, you know, you can attack twice. He heals instantly after an attack. He has that buff skill which increases attack and then decreases the damage you take. So yeah, I think Red Tarmio is better, but I don't think Blue Tarmio is like massively worse or anything like that, for sure. But Blue Tarmio is still a unit that you definitely want to use if you want to use the stance team, because he's very good on that team. And then now we get to like the bottom units. I don't know why they put Chandler like, I know it was a vote and Chandler got to right here and whatever, but Chandler should definitely be above Deanne, because then you get down to like these units and they all just suck. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, they all just suck. You could give a little, I guess you could give a little bit of leeway for King, because this is Green King, by the way, because he can still be useful for the Gray Demon if you don't have Lolly Merlin, and she is not on the banner. Don't know if she's in the coin shop. I hope she is, but if you don't have Lolly Merlin, you definitely could use Fairy King, Green Fairy King, and he could be good. But then the red, like you got Infinity Merlin, I believe that's the blue one, and then this is the red Merlin, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's the red one. The red one has freeze, so you could run the red one on like an unknown team or whatever, and you definitely could get away with using her. But otherwise, you're not really getting anything else out of her, to be fair. Blue Gother just sucks. He just straight up sucks. Ragnarok Merlin just sucks. Counter Meliodas, you just sucks if you're not getting his counter off, and even then he's just gonna die, so it's not really any point in using him. And then I don't even want to talk about Blue Merlin, but yeah, like this banner is just very good. It's just very good. The best banner that we probably had in terms of premium, no special like banner or anything like that, like the Fever banner that we've had ever. Just being real, because the Fever banner was just very, very powerful. It had a lot of seasonal units. It had units that you could get that weren't. It was just a really good banner. But this banner is not bad. I don't know why people are calling this banner bad. It doesn't make any type of sense. And yes, you should summon on it just in case somebody was going to ask that. I don't know why people are questioning that either. Yes, you should summon them. The only way I would say not to summon on this banner is if you legitimately have most of these units 6 out of 6, or you have every festival unit 6 out of 6 that's on here as well, obviously besides Elizabeth. But I mean, even if you do, you still want to get Elizabeth, so you kind of want to summon on it just for Elizabeth anyway. But yeah, I don't know why people are calling this banner bad. I just don't understand it. It just makes zero sense to me. But to each their own. I think if you skip this banner, you're a little stupid. Just in my personal opinion, you could be waiting for a character you like, which makes sense, which does make sense. But the amount of value that you're getting off of this banner alone is just better. It's just better than any banner we've ever had, right? I just personally feel like it is. I don't remember if we had another festival banner that units came level 80. We might have, so I apologize, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But this banner is very, very good, so you should definitely summon on it. And this is a good banner. Don't let people fool you. This is a very good banner. But guys, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about the banner down in the comments below. And you guys already know, as always, I will see you all later.